Some red flags feel like home. They don't always feel or look like red flags. Let me give you an example. So Sharifah stays with a violent father, an alcoholic, who is abusive towards her mother. The abuse has become normal because it happens almost every day, and Sharifah's mother keeps taking it, assuring Sharifah that she's okay, dad is just stressed. So she neglects herself and just keeps calming her husband down. Now Sharifah is watching these patterns, all right? The unhealthy cycle that never ends. She never sees any other alternative to a healthy relationship, right? Now, years later, Sharifah meets a man and he's very unkind. But that's not new. All she has to do is ignore it. Mom did it. And then when this guy becomes abusive, this doesn't raise her eyebrows either. It doesn't even upset her, okay? Or even come up as a red flag. Instead, she sees an innocent guy, just like that, who's probably going through something or having a bad day. And all she has to do is just keep calming him down and prove that she's worthy of him. Just like her mother did with her father all of those years. So, she convinces herself that, what, I can change him, or I can even manage it. All I have to do is just keep taking it and just keep giving him affection, give him some grace, be patient. Maybe one day he will see my worth. So what Sharifah is doing is she's diminishing and discounting her feelings because she has learned from her mother that they don't matter. Now, this is self-abandonment. We abandon ourselves when we don't value ourselves or when we don't act in our own best interests. But we'll get back to this point later. But as you can see here, we tend to repeat patterns that are familiar. And looking at Sharifah's experience, what is familiar to her is extremely unhealthy. But because it's familiar, it doesn't look like a red flag at all. Red flags are a warning sign or warning signs in someone's behavior that imply danger and that you need to stop engaging. However, traumatic childhood experiences distort vision and perhaps hearing, so these signals are misinterpreted or even minimized. Now, you see, when abuse becomes familiar, it becomes very comfortable, even though it is not good for you. You see, lingering childhood trauma is a factor. As a child, whatever you experienced was your normal, became your imprint. What you learned as a child, or when you learned as a child that love includes abuse, you will accept it from anyone and everyone. Why? Because we all want and need affection. Doesn't matter how it looks like. You hear so many people go like, no, olusa abachachira banga red flag because growing up it was modeled as normal. But now is a good time for you to ask yourself which red flags were normalized in your childhood and how are they affecting you right now. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.